Well, here now is Oscar Odom, retired NYPD detective. He's also a former first deputy sheriff commissioner. Oscar, so glad to have you with us today. I got to tell you, this story hits me very personally. I've got a family of 5 in New York City. It's all about safety right now, getting the kids around the city, my wife feeling like she can do that. I hear Hawk Newsome talking about the inevitability of bloodshed if a plainclothes unit is back on the street. Your reaction to what Hawk said and how the mayor's responding?
Well, the thing is, I would hope, with diplomacy that we want the same thing, but maybe there's a different interpretation of it. I agree with the mayor-elect Eric Adams that we should continue and that he should put the plainclothes unit back out there. But of course, with adjustments, crime precision policing, and to make sure that people are safe. Crime has gone up exponentially. Murders, robberies, assaults, and it must stop. We must continue to fight crime and stop this cycle from happening. The fact of the threat to say there's going to be bloodshed, I hope that's just a feeling of being upset and possibly thinking about how things may have been before. But we have to have the plainclothes unit back. Evidence is the crime. Evidence-based and data-driven. The crime has shown you that we need this, and I'm quite sure Mayor-elect Adams, who also was a police captain and also had experience in the criminal justice system, is making the right decision.
Do you think that Hawk Newsome's rhetoric and the tone around that actually helps the mayor-elect in terms of having the backing to go after and do what he said he's going to do? Does this even give him even more of a mandate when you hear threats like that in the media?
Oh, definitely. Definitely, it's more of a mandate to ensure this, because the thing is that when you look at it, we should be concerned with the solutions, right? And stop talking about the problems. Have some solutions. So the thing is, he should be saying, I'm going to sit down to the table and I'm going to help combat the crime, to stop the crime that's taking place, to stop the murders, to stop the robberies. This is what I want to happen inside our communities. But if not, we must stop this. There are too many young people and innocent people dying at the hands of people who are going through revolving doors in the criminal justice system, and this must stop. Of course, we get treatment, but this must stop. We must have this unit here to do this, because in the meantime, there are no solutions that is taking place. Even if you look at Minnesota, where the people voted overwhelmingly to keep the police department, and people of color voted to keep the police department. They was like, we don't want to get rid of our police department in this public safety because they are impacted a lot by the crime. So they even stated that through their mandate, we want the police.
Oscar, it's true across the country. You talk about my home state of Minnesota, you talk about New York, you talk about San Francisco, you talk about Seattle. The lesson everywhere seems to be the same, which is all of this talk of abolishing the police, defunding the police, all of this talk of getting police off the streets and replacing them with, I don't know what, all of it for the communities most impacted, and as you said, minority communities, they have said, no, we don't want that because it doesn't work. Oscar, plainclothes police officers are part of a policy that can work, as you said, with the right reforms. Is New York going to be in the vanguard of leading other cities back in this regard?
Oh, definitely. I think Mayor-elect Eric Adams is definitely going to be the vanguard and set it straight. Because here's one of the things. When people hear the term stop, question, and frisk, they cringe. But first of all, you must remember that stop, question, and frisk is legal. It's not something that's illegal. If you illegally use it, different tactics of using it, because the 4th Amendment of the United States Constitution protects against unreasonable searches and seizures, we must first understand that stop, question, and frisk is a legal tactic, doctrine, whatever you want to call it. It's just the matter in which it is executed. And if it is successful in stopping crime so people can come out so that we can save lives, I think that is an excellent thing. Excellent.
Oscar Odom, we appreciate you bringing some common sense to this conversation. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.